Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to the Feature Preview. Feature Previews are a weekly series I run on my channel where I show features that are going to be included in the next major update coming out for Minecraft on the consoles. The way I can do this is by showing you gameplay of this next major update by using the PC version of the same thing. Because as we've seen from all of these screenshots of the update so far, it is based on at least some of the Minecraft 1.9 update. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you what the new mob in this update is, because it's called the Shulker and it's really terrifying if you don't know what's going on. So you're going to need to prepare for this mob if you want to go to the end cities, because yeah, if you don't know what you're doing this mob, then you will die in a pretty painful and pretty slow way. So with that said, I hope you do enjoy the video. If you do like it, let me know because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like the feature previews. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start with the very first thing you need to know about Shulkers, and that is that they're kind of disguised. So yeah, those two things over there on the front of the end cities are Shulkers, and as you can kind of see, they almost blend in with the purple blocks around them. So yeah, they're somewhat tricky to see. They're not as immediately obvious as all the other mobs, but the cool thing about them is they're only found here in the end cities. So yeah, just when you see end city, just think, yep, there's probably a lot of Shulkers around there, because the truth is there probably is quite a few of them. So yeah, let's actually just spawn one over here, because they can also be spawned using spawn eggs, because basically there's a few interesting facts about the Shulker that you're going to need to know before you try and engage two like you need to get into that thing. So yeah, the first thing you need to bear in mind is the fact that they only open when you get close to them, but when they do, they start to fire projectiles at you. So the moment you get really close, like I'm about to right here, so let's just go in right here, as you can see, as soon as you get close to them, they open up and then they start to fire projectiles at you. So yeah, these projectiles seem like they're relatively harmless, because wow, they're so slow, they're not even as good as like blaze projectiles. But truth be told, they're really dangerous for a lot of reasons. I mean, if one hits you, it's not too big of a deal, but if lots of them hit you, it's really bad. So as soon as you see these, you want to destroy those. You can use a sword if you want to, or you can block using a shield. In fact, these are, and I got hit by one, which gives me the levitation effect, as you can see right there. So yeah, getting hit by one isn't too bad, because it gives you about, like a block and a heart, a heart and a half of full damage. But the more of these you take at once, the more serious it gets. That was actually 3 hearts of full damage, and if you take like 3 or 4 of them, then you're just instant dead. Like, there's nothing you can do unless you have full feather falling on, or you have access to unless you have feather falling, or you have like a water bucket or something, you're going to die. So yeah, basically you want to destroy these things, or like I said, if there are shields in this update, then you want to use those instead, because shields are a very handy way to actually block these, or if your sword will block, whatever way, if you can block these using whatever block attack, this is very handy, because as you can see right here, it will also destroy them. So yeah, either block them or destroy them with your sword, and that's kind of good. So yeah, now that that's said, now that we've destroyed the projectiles, we can focus on attacking the Shulker. However, there's a key thing you need to bear in mind here, which is that the Shulker's only really vulnerable when it's open like that. So when it's firing the shells at you, it's actually kind of weak. But when it's not doing that, I need to eat right now or I'm gonna die. But when it's not, actually firing at you, it's actually, it's got super armor on it. It's got a full, hotbar of armor, which means that when this thing finally closes, which we'll just run away to let it do, when this thing finally closes, which, okay, let's go in and attack it, you'll see just how weak our attack is, even if we let it be at full health. So, okay, it's not going to happen that way. But yeah, basically, they have a massive amount of armor when they're closed, so you need to wait till they're open, which is when all these projectiles come at you, and you have to be super super careful about them all. It's actually kind of a fun little game, and I really like this mob, because it is actually quite fun to fight. So, yeah, there's the basic rundown of fighting a Shulker. Now let's go fight some for real, shall we? So yeah, like I said, they spawn naturally with the end city for the most part. They'll also spawn the end ships, where it's even more risky that they float. However, they can almost be used to your advantage as well. Also, they can hit each other, it seems. Yeah, they can almost be used to your advantage as well, because bear in mind, the end cities are a very vertical structure. So as you can see right here, we just kind of climbed up it that way, and because the inside is especially vertical, and because of the fact that you don't want to fall down, you can actually use this, full damage to kind of save you a little bit. So yeah, if I go right here, for instance, and I climb onto this, then suddenly, instead of taking, almost a full life of, health, then I can just be in here, break my way in, and, it's not quite so dangerous. So yeah, just a useful little tip. Also, ender pearls are going to be your friend here, as another little saving method. There's so many ways to save yourself, but if you're not prepared, which, admittedly, you're probably not, then things get kind of dangerous. Let's fight this one right here. As you can see, I'm doing very little, oh, actually, I guess he was open at first. You do very little damage when they're closed, but you just want them to open, which they'll generally do when you get close. So that just means, in general, you can't really range attack them. You have to, you can, but you want to be doing it from up close. So yeah, here's what the end city looks like. You're going to find a lot of Shulkers in there. They're generally well hidden because, you're focused on the structure and doing parkour, which means that the Shulkers can kind of ambush you, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's actually another Shulker around here somewhere, as you can see, because there's lots of, you can see its attacks, which are kind of a good way to track it, like follow them backwards. I guess, oh, there it is. See? they're very well hidden because even though they're an entirely different, like, shape, pattern, etc., they do just blend in very well with the surroundings. So yeah, the Shulker, really cool because it gives the brand new levitation effect, which you've seen a few seconds ago. This levitation effect will kill you if you're not careful, so be cautious. But the other cool things about it are the fact that, oh yeah, so it's actually, oh okay, let's just do this now. The other cool facts about it are the fact that it's one of the new mobs in 1.9, one of the first mobs added in quite some time, since 1.8, which was like a year and a half ago on the PC and a full year ago on the console. And it's interesting because it's the first hostile mob in a while to truly be a challenge. And yeah, if you want to, experience this, then do that. Oh, and before we leave here, just some fun facts about it. So you're like, okay, I guess I kind of knew that Soy Cat. But what you might not have known is they're called Shulkers. So that's their name, Shulker, S-H-Ulker, because they're shell lurkers. It's like a combination of the two things. So pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool personally. And another thing you might not have known is that when they die, as of 1.11 anyway, this might be in the update, it probably won't be, but there's a chance, they'll drop shulker shells. Before that, they don't really drop anything. And yeah, shulker shells are a way to make shulker chests, which are a cool 1.11 feature. But yeah, for now, that all you need to know about the shulkers is that they're dangerous, they camouflage well, like, can you see it right now? Okay, you can, just over that. They camouflage well. If you want to avoid their attacks or use a shield to block them back, and when you're in the end cities, you can kind of use them to your advantage in a way. So yeah, that's everything you need to know about the shulker. And in the next update, TU46 for Minecraft console. I hope you did all enjoy the video. If you're excited for the shulkers, let me know, because I really like the fighting experience. I actually hadn't done so before preparing for today's video, but it is a really cool little thing, and I think you're going to enjoy the end cities a little bit more because of this whole weird experience of like floating around and stuff. So with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like it if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. The shulker shells know where you are. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.